Alright, so good day everyone. So in this video, we will discuss, yan, nakasulat na. So we will discuss definite integral. So before we proceed with the discussion about definite integral, review lang muna tayo. So review lang muna tayo. So first question, ay sorry, wala nang magsasagot sa video na to. So uh, uh, huh? Review lang muna tayo. So review lang muna tayo ng kung siyempre kung may definite, so siyempre meron tayong indefinite integral, di ba? So meron tayong in indefinite ito yung problema sa sa cursive. Laging kapag nagkamali burado lahat. So indefinite ayan, integrals. So integrals. Yan. So, we will discuss muna. Review lang muna tayo sa definite integral. So, ano ba si definite integral? So, si definite integral, ito lang yung discuss natin ng lesson 1. So, for example, you have the integral of the function f of x dx is equals to capital F of x plus c. So, di ba? Yan yung definite integral. Now, on the sa definite integral naman, so sa definite integral naman, so definite integral. Yan, walang n, walang I. So, indefinite, as a definite integral, integrals. Right, so sa definite integral naman, meron ng lower tsaka upper limit yung integral sign natin. So, we have the integral of f of x dx from a to b. Yan, so this is the example of definite integral. Now, saan ba to equals? Now, according sa fundamental theorem of calculus, so the integral of f of x dx from a to b is equals to capital F of a, capital F of b minus capital F of a. Yan, so this theorem is according to the fundamental theorem of calculus. So, calculus. So, basically, when you are solving definite integral, you just approach this like indefinite integral. So, syempre, kapag meron kang integral, first of all, kailangan mo malaman yung integral niyan. Then, after mo malaman yung integral niyan, all you need to do is to substitute the upper limit minus substitute the lower limit dun sa integral ni f of x. So, that is definite integral. Alright, so let's have some examples regarding definite integral. So I prepared 10. So if you are currently watching this video, so I suggest check on the assignment on Google Classroom. So para makita nyo yung ang tawag dito. So para makita nyo yung 10 questions na sasagutin ko dito. So if you want to, you may give it a try. So para mas ma-master nyo yung topic. So remember, so hindi nyo ma-master ang mathematics unless you do mathematics. So kung papanoorin nyo lang itong isolve, hindi nyo siya matututunan. So, without further ado, let's proceed to the first integral. So, for the first definite integral, so we have the integral of 1 minus x dx from negative 1 to 2. So, how do we approach this question? So, first, let's find the integral of the function. So, hanapin natin integral niya. So, let's approach this just like how we solve integrals from our lesson 1 and lesson 2. So, di ba, kung makikita nyo, we can apply sum and difference in this case. Okay, so apply tayo sum and difference. So, we have integral of 1 dx. So, tandaan natin, kapag 1, di na natin siya kailangan isulat. So, integral of 1 dx from negative 1 to 2 minus integral of x dx from negative 1 to 2. So, basically, what we did is, pinaghiwalay lang natin yung dalawang functions. Alright, so that is by the rule of sum and difference rule. So, we followed sum and difference rule that we discussed during our lesson 1. Next, let's apply integrals, all the power rules or rules of integral. So, remember, what is the integral of dx? The integral of dx is x, then minus. Let's apply power rule in the second integral. So, copy the variable Then, ang exponent ito is 1. So, we add 1. So, that will be 1 plus 1. That is equals to 2. All over 2. Then, write the boundary line. So, boundary line. Then, copy the lower and upper limit. Alright? Next step. So, gawin na natin fundamental theorem of calculus. So, just a review. So, the fundamental theorem of calculus posits that the integral of f of x dx from a to b is equals to capital F of b minus capital F of a. So, yung f of x, again, capital F of x, this is the integral. So, the capital F of x, this is the integral of small letter f of x. So, in this case, yung small letter f of x natin is 1 minus x. And its integral is this one. And also, this integral is the capital F of x. So, in order to find the definite integral, let's apply this fundamental theorem of calculus. So, f of b. So, copy lang natin yung integral, but for the first time, isa-substitute natin yung upper limit. So, si x magiging 2. Yan. Minus, si x magiging 2 ulit. Pero naka-ratio squared ngayon, this time. Over 2. Then, open close bracket natin para di tayo malito. So this is now our yan. So this is now our yan. So this is now our you know what? Okay, ito ngayon yung f of b natin. Ito yung f of b natin. Next, minus f of a. So copy the integral but substitute negative 1, yung lower limit natin sa lahat ng x. Alright, so just like this. Ayan. Then, ito ngayon, yung second term natin na ito, this is our f of a. Ayan. So, ito yung fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, next. Okay, so solve na natin. So, this time, hindi na to algebra. So, pure mathematics na lang to. So, solve natin yung mga exponent. So, 2 minus 2 squared, that is 4 over 2 minus negative 1 minus negative 1 squared, that is positive 1 over 2. Alright? So, yung first term natin, yung first groupings natin, pwede pang i-simplify. So, 2 minus 4 divided by 2, that is still equals to 2, minus negative 1 minus negative 2. Alright? So, yung first grouping natin, 2 minus 2, this is just equals to 0. Then, matitira na lang is 0 minus, or pwede natin lagay na minus or negative. So, solve natin yung fraction na to. So, negative 1 minus 1 half. So, yung negative 1 minus 1 half. So, paano ito i-approach? So, ganito. So, ito yung shortcut natin kapag nag-add kayo ng whole number tsaka ng fraction. So, copy the denominator. So, ganito. So, 2 times negative 1. So, that is negative 1. Ay, negative 2. Ulitin ko. So, ulitin natin yung step. Paano tayo nag-add ng fraction? So, copy si denominator na 2. Then, 2 times negative 1. So, that is negative 2. Plus, negative 2. Ay, negative 1. So, negative 2 minus negative 1, that is equals to negative 3. Ayan. So, then, when we simplify this, so double negation, this is equals to 3 over 2. And this is the final answer. So, therefore, the integral of 1 minus x dx from negative 1 to 2 is equals to 3 over 2. So, you may give this a try. So, para ma-experience kung paano siya sinusolve. Okay, next. Let's have example number 2. So, I prepared, ilan to? I prepared 10 questions here. So, number 2, we have this one. So, the integral of 1 over 3x minus 2 from dx from 0 to 9. Alright? So, first, let's apply sum and difference. So, kapag nag-apply ng sum and difference, the same thing when we are doing integrals from lesson 1 and lesson 2. So, paghihiwalayin lang natin yung dalawang functions sa pinagsama ng addition or subtraction. But don't forget to write the lower and upper limit on both integrals. Ayan. So, that's it. Okay, next, let's apply constant multiple rule. So, ilabas natin yung mga constant. So, on the first integral, ang constant natin is 1 over 3. Ayan. Then, kapag nilabas natin yan, na may iwan sa loob is x dx. Then, lower and upper boundaries minus, may constant tayo na 2. As you can see, we have this constant 2. Yan. So, may constant tayo na 2. So, ilabas din natin si 2. Then, kapag nilabas natin si 2, ang may iwan sa loob is dx na lang. Then, lower and upper limit. Alright, so next, let's apply power rule. So, copy the constant, 1 over 3. Then, copy the variable, plus 1 sa exponent. So, plus 1 sa exponent. So, 1 exponent dito. So, 1 plus 1, that is 2 over 2 minus 2. What is the integral of dx? That is x. Alright, so, then, yung lower and upper boundaries natin, ilagay natin ngayon. So, 0 to 9. Okay, now, let's simplify. So, 1, simplify muna natin kasi masisimplify pa to eh. So, 1 times x squared, that is x squared, over 3 times 2, that is 6, minus 2x from 0 to 9. Now, let's apply, apply na natin ngayon si fundamental theorem of calculus. So, lahat ng x, palitan natin ng 9. So, that is the upper limit, 9. So, 9 squared over 6 minus 2. Then, yung x, palitan natin ng 9. Then, ikulong natin ng brackets. Then, minus f of a, the lower limit. So, 0 squared over 6 minus 2 times 0. Okay, now, let's simplify this. So, yung squared is, 9 squared, that is 81 over 6. Ayan. Minus 2 times 9, that is 18. Alright. Next. So, ito, 0 squared, that is 0. So, 0 over number is 0. Minus 2 times 0, so 0 lang din yan. So, basically, yung second grouping natin is just 0. Okay, now, let's mag-focus tayo ngayon dito. So, 81 over 6, I guess we can simplify this even further. Diba? So, we can simplify this. Okay, so, ano common factor nila? So, ang common factor nila is 3. So, pwede natin silang ilabas. I-divide both sides by 3. So, 81 divided by 3. So, ano ba siya? 81 divided by 3. So, 2, 6, so, 2, 1, so, 7. So, 27. Oh, wait. So, therefore, ang common factor pala nila, ang greatest common factor nila is 6. Tama ba? So, 81 divided by 6. So, that's 1, 6. Hindi pala. 3 nga lang. Wait. 81. Sige na nga. Divide natin both sides by 3. Both numerator and denominator by 3. So, divide natin, 81 divided by 3. So, that is, nasolve natin kanina. So, 3, 2, 6, 2, 1, 7. Okay, so 81 divided by 6. Nakita nyo, mahina ako sa arithmetic. So, 21. 21 divided by 6. Di ba siya, di ba? No? Okay, so, tama lang. So, ang common factor nila is 3. So, as you can see, 81 divided by 3, that is 27. So, ito ngayon, magiging 27 na lang ito. 27. Then, yung 6, 6 divided by 2, that is, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, so 2 na lang ito. Ayan. So, basically, this is just equals to 27 over 2 minus 18. Okay, now, let's apply yung, tawag dito, let's apply yung shortcut na tinuro ko kapag nag-add or nagma-minus ng whole number tsaka fraction. So, ganito gawin nyo. So, 18 times, negative 18 times 2. So, negative 18 times 2, that is negative 36. Tama? Ayan. So, negative 36 plus, ngayon, plus 27. So, plus 27. So, pag-add natin yung dalawa, so, this is equals to negative 9. So, yung numerator natin is, ba? So, negative 9. Alright, so, sama. So, negative 9. Then, the denominator will be 2. And that's it. So, therefore, Kaya burahin ko lang to, masyadong malaki yung line. So therefore, the integral, ayan, the integral of 1 over 3x minus 2 dx from 0 to 9 is equals to, ayan, so is equals to negative 9 over 2. Alright, next, number 3. Now, let's proceed to number 3. So number 3. So number 3 is, we have this one. So what is the integral of x raised to 1 over 3 minus x raised to 2 over 3 dx from negative 1 to 0? So first of all, so let's apply sum and difference. So paghiwalay natin dalawang function. So x raised to 1 over 3 dx from negative 1 to 0 minus yung pangalawang function. So x raised to 2 over 3 dx from negative 1 to 0. Alright, next, let's apply power rule. So since walang constant, so rekta tayo sa power rule. So copy the variable involved. Then, plus 1 sa exponent. So, ano yung technique na tinuro ko sa inyo? So, just copy the denominator. Rewrite the denominator. Tapos, pag-plus natin yung dalawa. So, 1 plus 3, that is 4. So, therefore, ang numerator natin dito is 4. Times reciprocal nung, sorry. So, ang denominator na, ulitin natin. Okay, so, rewrite the variable involved. Then, after that, exponent, exponent natin is fraction. So, gawa ng fraction lang sa sa exponent. Then, the denominator, rewrite nyo lang. So, that is 3. Then, in order to find the numerator, pag-add nyo lang yung dalawa. So, 1 plus 3, that is 4. That is 4. Yan. Then, times the reciprocal of the numerator, which is, of the exponent, which is 3 over 4. Then, minus, same procedure sa kabila naman. So, x raised to denominator, copy the denominator, which is 3. Then, pag-plus natin yung dalawa. So, 2 plus 3, that is equals to 5. Times, reciprocal ng exponent, which is 3 over 5. Then, don't forget the lower and upper limit. Alright, now, simplify muna natin to. So, I guess mas maganda ito, simplify muna natin. So, ilagay natin sa unahan yung mga coefficients. So, 3 over 4, x raised to 4 over 3 minus 3 over 5, x raised to 5 over 3 from negative 1 to 0. So, first of all, substitute natin yung upper limit. So, 3 over 4, tapos yung x magiging 0. So, 0 raised to 4 over 3 minus 3 over 5, 0 raised to 5 over 3. So, open close bracket. Minus, so, yung lower limit naman, so, minus 3 over 4. So, yung x, palitan natin negative 1, 4 over 3. Okay, so that's it. Minus, sorry. Wala pa siyang bracket. So, minus 3 over 5x. Yung x natin, by the way, is magiging negative 1. So, nakawala ako ngayon. So, negative 1, 5 over 3. Then, that's it. Okay, now, let's simplify this. Okay, so let's simplify. So, 0 raised to 0 raised to 4 over 2. So, 0 lang to. So, basically, itong first term natin, 0 lang to. The same with the second term. So, 0 raised to 5 over 3, that is 0. So, 0 times 5 over 5 minus 3. 0 times negative 5 over 3, that's still 0. So, 0 lang to. So, basically, yung una nating grouping, this is just equals to 0. So, no need to write this one. Pero write pa rin natin. So, yung unang term natin is equals to 0. Minus. So, ito, pwede nyo itong ilagay sa calculator. Actually. So, itong mga groupings, pwede nyo ilagay sa calculator. Pero, let's solve this without calculator. So, 3 over 4. Ayan. So, 3 over 4. So, solve natin yung negative 1. So, negative 1 raised to 4 over 3. So, paano ba talaga to? Ano ba ibig sabihin talaga nito? So, kapag ito, transform nyo into radical form, ang itsura nito is negative 1 raised to 4 over cube root of negative 1 raised to 4. So, solve natin to. So, negative 1 raised to 4, this is positive 1. Eh, ano ba cube root ni 1? Diba? Ano yung number na kapag tatlong beses mo tinime sa sarili, 1 ang sagot? Eh, di ba 1 lang din yun? So, therefore, ito, negative 1 raised to 4 over 3 is just simply equals to 1. Ayan. So, yung negative 1 raised to 4 over 3, this is just equals to 1. O, di na nalalagay yan. Kasi 1 lang naman ito. Pero sige, lagay natin para mas malinaw. So, papalitan ko to ng bracket. So, this is just equals to 1. Minus 3 over 5. Then, gawin natin yung, solve natin to, si negative 1 raised to 5 over 3. So, same procedure lang din to. So, So, negative 1 raised to 5 over 3. Kapag nilagay nyo to sa radical form, so this is equals to cube root of negative 1 raised to 5. So, kapag to sinolve nyo, so, ano ba si negative 1 raised to 5? So, di ba si 5 is odd? So, therefore, retain si, ba't to fifth root? So, dapat ito ay 3. So, cube root of negative 1. So, balikan natin. So, what is negative 1 raised to 5? So, di ba si 5 is odd? So, therefore, negative 1 raised to 5 is just negative 1. So, ito yung question. Ano yung number na kapag tatlong beses mo binultiply sa sarili, negative 1 ang sagot? Eh, di ba that is just negative 1? So, therefore, negative 1 raised to 5 over 3 is just equals to negative 1. So, itong expression na to, this is just equals to negative 1. So, palitan ko siya ng negative 1. Okay, now, simplify pa natin. So, yung 0, wag ka na ilagay. So, negative na lang. So, negative 3 over 4 times 1, that is still 3 over 4. Alright, so, then, minus negative 3 over 5 times negative 1. So, di ba negative 3 over 5? So, double negation. So, gawin na natin itong positive. So, basically, magiging positive na to. Ayan. Okay, now, let's solve this. So, negative, pag-add natin yung dalawang fraction na magkaiba ang tawag dito, ang denominator. So, paano ginagawa? Butterfly method. So, pag multiply natin, so, gagawin ko siya dito para mas maganda, para mas ma-imagine nyo. So, copy ko mo si negative, open bracket. Then, for the denominator, 4 times 5, that is 20. Then, cross. So, 3 times 5, that is 15. Plus, 4 times 3, that is 12. Then, solve natin. So, this is going to be equals to negative, copy ko si denominator, so 20. So, 15 plus 12, that is equals to 27. Ayan. So, therefore, ito na yung sagot. Ayan. So, therefore, the integral of x raised to 1 over 3 minus x raised to 2 over 3 dx from negative 1 to 0 is equals to negative 27 over 20. Yan. That is for number 3. Okay, next, number 4. Okay, so number 4. Okay, so for number 4, we have this one. So we have a cube root of x minus 2 dx from negative 1 to positive 1. Okay, so interesting. So as you can see, we are dealing with radical function. So I suggest when solving for this one, convert this first into exponential form. So kapag kinonvert natin yung unang term, this will be equals to x raised to 1 over 3 minus 2 dx. Okay, now, pwede na tayo ngayon mag-apply dito ng sum and difference. So, apply tayo ng sum and difference, paghiwalay natin. So, this is going to be x raised to 1 over 3 dx from negative 1 to 1 minus integral of 2 dx from negative 1 to 1. Then, apply tayo ng constant multiple rule for the second integral. So, ito, step-by-step procedure, class. But if you want to do some shortcuts, then go. Gawin nyo lang. So, ilabas ko lang yung negative, ay yung 2. sa ano. Actually, may shortcut naman talaga to. Pero for the sake of this discussion, dapat i-step by step procedure ko. Okay? Kasi yung shortcut, sa totoo lang, dapat the person who is doing the competition, yung nakaka-discover nun. Hindi siya dapat ini-imply. Hindi siya dapat siya tinuturo directly. Kasi kapag tinuro siya directly, mawawala na yung fundamentals. So, ayun, I suggest, do it. So, paano kayo makakuha ng shortcut when solving for mathematical expression? So, I suggest, keep on practicing different kind of questions. Then, as time goes by, makakita na kayo ng shortcut din. Then, makikita nyo na, oh, ito lang pala yung pattern. Kapag ganito, ganito lang pala dapat gawin. So, ayun. So, ang technique dito, dapat nagpa-practice lang kayo lang nagpa-practice. So, going back, so, nag-apply tayo ng constant multiple rule. Now, apply na tayo ng power rule. So for the first term, so we are dealing with exponent na fraction. So, alam na yung technique natin, yung shortcut dito. Di ba? Napaka-hypocrite ako. Sabi ko, bawal magturo ng shortcut, pero tuturo pa rin ng shortcut. So, copy the variable x, then plus 1 tayo sa exponent. So, plus 1 tayo sa exponent. So, copy the denominator 3. Tapos, pag-add natin yung dalawa. So, 1 plus 3, that is 4. Then, times the reciprocal of this. So, what is the reciprocal? 3 over 4. Then, minus, what is the, copy the constant 2. What is the integral of dx? That is x. So, what is the lower and upper boundary? So, negative 1 and 1. Now, let's simplify muna natin to. So, para maganda siya tingnan, ilagay natin sa unahan yung variable, ay yung coefficients. Minus 2x. Then, negative 1 to 1. Okay, now, let's apply the fundamental theorem of calculus. So, apply natin siya. So, sa yung first natin na, yung una nating limit, the upper limit is 1. So, substitute natin siya. So, let's solve for the f of b. So, copy 3 over 4. Sa x, palitan natin ng 1 raised to 4 over 3 minus 2. Palitan natin si x ng 1. Then, close bracket natin si f of b. Next, f of a naman. So, same procedure, but this time, lahat ng x ay papalitan natin ng negative 1. Yan. So, that's just like that. Then, minus 2, palitan natin ng negative 1. Alright, so now, let's solve for the, ito actually, ito pala. At this point, pwede niya siyang i-calculator. Pero I suggest, isolve nyo muna yung exponents. Yan, di ba may exponents pa tayo dito? So, kapag sinolve nyo yung exponent, tsaka kayo mag-calculator para mas konti lang ilalagay nyo sa calculator. So, ganito. For example, solve natin yung exponent. So, this is going to be equals to, ito kasi, si 1 raised to any number. This is just equals to 1, di ba? So, so basically, 3 over 4 times 1 is itself, di ba? Ayan, so 3 over 4. Minus 2 times 1, that is still 2. Then minus, ito, dito tayo magkakaano. Solve natin to. Again, I'm solving this fundamentally. So, solve natin by the way, copying ko muna si 3 over 4. Then, let's solve for the value of negative 1 raised to 4 over 3. So, let's do it. So, negative 1 raised to 4 over 3. So, ang katumbas dito sa radical form is cube root of negative 1 raised to 4. Now, let's solve the radicand. So, negative 1 raised to 4, that is just equals to 1. And ano ba yung number na kapag tatlong beses mo minultiply sa sarili, 1 ang sagot? Eh, di ba that is 1? So, therefore, negative 1 raised to 4 over 3 is just equals to 1. And 1 times 4 over 3 is just, ulitin ko. So, this is just equals to 1. And 3 over 4 times 1 is just itself. So, ito lang yan. Ito lang may iwan dyan. Then, minus. So, minus 2 times negative 1. So, that is negative 2. Alright? Eh, di ba, double negation to. So, palitan na natin to. So, gawin na natin to positive. So, burahin ko na yung negative sign, then proceed to addition. Alright. So, eto, at this point, pwede nyo ito ilagay sa calculator. So, I suggest, ilagay nyo muna to sa calculator, then input dito. minus ito, lagay nyo ito sa calculator, then input dito. Tapos pag minusin nyo yung dalawa. Yan. So, ganun yung mga technique sa calculators kung gusto nyo mag-calculator. Pero dito, actually, pwede tayo dito hindi na mag-solve ng fraction. Kasi tinan nyo, kung isi-simplify natin to, so for example, ito. So, 3 over 4, 3 over 4 minus 2. Itong negative 1, pwede ko ito ipamigay dito sa dalawang terms. So, si negative 3 over 4 magiging si 3 over 4 magiging negative 3 over 4. Tapos yung 2 sa dulo magiging negative 2 na lang yan. Then, tsaka tayo pwedeng mag-simplify ngayon. So, observe. Ito. So, 3/4 tapos negative 3/4. So, ito, 0 na to. So, ang naiwan na lang is negative 2 minus 2. And that is equals to negative 4. Ayan. So, therefore, ito na yung sagot. So, therefore, the integral of cube root of x minus 2 dx from negative 1 to 1 is equals to negative 4. Okay, next. 5. Number 5 tayo. Number 5. Alright, so number 5. Okay, so for number 5, we have this trinomial. So, what is the integral of 3x squared plus x minus 5 dx, excuse me, from 1 to 0. Alright, so let's do this. So, as you can see, we can apply sum and difference here. So, pag-iwahiwalay natin yung mga functions. So, we have integral of 3x squared dx from 1 to 0 plus 1 plus x dx, yan, x dx from 1 to 0 minus integral of 5 dx from 1 to 0. The next, ilabas natin yung mga constants. So, ilabas natin yung 3. So, 3. Then, may iwan sa loob si x squared dx from 1 to 0. Plus, wala namang constant dito. So, just rewrite this one. Ayan. Then, dito may constant which is 5. Then, ilabas lang natin. So, may iwan sa loob is dx. Now, let's apply power rule. So, copy the constant first. Then, copy the variable involved. So, 2 plus 1, that is 3. All over 3. Yan. So, makita mo, may simplify na agad. Plus, power rule. So, copy the variable involved. So, plus 1 sa exponent. So, 1 plus 1, 2. All over 2. Minus 5. Then, what is the integral of dx? That is x. From 1 to 0. Now, we can simplify this. So, as you can see, pwedeng cancel out si 3. So, ang simplest form nito is x cubed plus x squared over 2 minus 5x from 1 to 0. Alright, now let's apply fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, lahat ng x, palitan natin 0. So, 0 cube plus 0 squared over 2 minus 5 times 0. So, open close parenthesis. Ito yung f of b natin. Next, f of a, lahat ng same procedure just like we did here. Pero this time, papalitan natin ng 1. So, si x, palitan natin ng 1 cube plus 1 squared over 2 minus 5. Palitan natin si x ng 1. Alright, so, as you can see, itong first term natin, 0 squared. So, 0 lang to. So, 0 to. So, 0 squared over 2, this is still 0. So, 5 times 0, this is just equals to 0. So, yung first term natin, 0. Walang kwenta yan. Sorry, 0 lang yan. So, 0. Okay, so, ito, pinadali niya yung tanong. So, minus. So, simplify natin tong second grouping. So, 1 cube, 1 lang din. 1 squared is still 1 over 2. Tapos, 5 times 1, that is still equals to 5. Now, so let's simplify. Di ko nalalagay si 0. So, negative na lang. Then, pag-add natin yung dalawang whole number. So, 1 minus 5, that is negative 4 plus 1 half. Okay, now, i-simplify natin nasa loob ng groupings. So, rewrite the denominator. Then, for the numerator, ito gagawin natin. So, 2 times negative 4. So, negative 8. So, negative 8 plus 1. So, negative 7. Alright. So, as you can see, meron tayo ditong double negation. So, negative of negative 7 over 2. So, this is going to be positive na to. So, it's positive 7 over 2. And actually, this is the final answer. So, therefore, the integral of 3x squared plus x minus 5 dx from 1 to 0 is equals to 7 over 2. Alright, so that's it. So, we have 5 items. So, we have 5 more items. And just to, para malang ma-ready kayo, this next 5 items will be definite integral of uh, definite integrals that is solved using substitution method. Sige, let's have number 6. Yeah, umiinit na yung ballpen ko. So, 6. Okay, so 6. We have this one. So, x times x squared plus 1 cubed dx from negative 1 to 1. Alright, so as you can see, we can apply substitution method dito. Ayan, so integration by substitution or u sub. Ayan, or u sub method. So first step is mag-let tayo dito. So let u be equals to so let u be equals to x squared plus 1. Ayan. So now derivative natin both sides. So du, derivative of u is du, then derivative of the right side is 2x dx. Okay, now as you can see, on our integral, pwede na tayo mag-substitution. So, substitution tayo. Now, when substitution, kapag magta-transform na kayo from x to u, di nyo na siya kailangang ibalik, di nyo na kailangang ilagay yung upper tsaka lower limit. No need na yan. So, ito, i-convert muna natin to. So, si x squared plus 1, that is equals to u. So, ito, x squared plus 1 is that is just equals to u. So, ilagay natin siya as u. Yan. So, u cube. Tapos ito, kung mapapansin nyo, we have x dx. Itong part na to. We have ito, x dx. Ang meron tayo dito is 2x dx. So, dapat mawala ngayon yung 2. Ayan. So, divide natin both sides by 2. So, therefore, we have du over 2 equals, so cancelled out si x. So, this is going to be x dx. So, napansin nyo, itong kulay blue na to, x dx, this represents yung x dx na nandito. And ano sabi nung function natin? Ano sabi nung equation na na-solve natin? So, x dx is equals to du over 2. So, pwede natin siyang ilagay dito. So, du over 2. Okay, now, integrate na tayo. So, as you can see, we have constant. So, labas natin si constant, which is 1/2. Then, u cube du. Then let's apply power rule. So 1 over 2 yung u plus 1 sa exponent, so 4 all over 4. So this is simply 1 over 8 u raised to 4. Then bring back. So balik natin sa x terms. So 1 over 8. You know what? Let's put this way. Okay, so gawin natin para mas maganda tingnan. So 1 times u raised to 4, so u raised to 4 over 8. Now, simplify natin. So, yung u, as you can see, u is equals to x squared plus 1. So, x squared plus 1 raised to 4 all over 8. Then, tsaka natin lagay yung lower tsaka upper limit, which is negative 1 to 1. Alright, so now let's solve this one. So, solve natin to. Okay, so substitute muna natin lahat ng x ng positive 1. So, fundamental theorem of calculus. So, gawin natin. So, open bracket muna tayo. So, si x palitan natin ng 1 squared plus 1. Then, the exponent will be 4 all over 8 minus open bracket ulit. So, yung x palitan naman natin ng negative 1 squared plus 1. Then, raised to 4 all over 8. Now, let's simplify this one. So, ito. 1 squared, that is 1. So, 1 plus 1, that is 2. So, 2 ngayon to. Yung numerator natin is just equals to 2 raised to 4 all over 8. Minus ito. Solve natin. So, negative 1. Ito, negative 1 Alright, so negative 1 squared, that is positive 1. So positive 1 plus 1, that is 2 as well. So 2 lang to. So 2 raised to 4 over 8. Eh, di ba parehas lang to? So 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 4 over 8 minus 2 raised to 4 over 8. This is just equals to 0. Yan, di ba? Ang ganda niya tingnan. So, this integral, ayan, so this integral, the integral of x times x squared plus 1 cubed dx from negative 1 to 1 is just equals to 0. Alright, so next, number 7. Alright, now let's proceed to number 7. Okay. Patunog lang ako ng knuckles. Pasakit na. Okay, sige. Number 7, we have this integral. So, integral of 1 over square root of 2x plus 1 dx from 0 to 4. So, first, as you can see, we have radical sign here. So, tama, we have radical function here. So, I suggest, i-convert na natin siya into exponential. So, kapag i-convert natin ito sa exponential, iangat na natin kaagad. So, nasa denominator siya. So, by the way, ano yung radicand natin? So, yung radicand natin is the function na nasa loob ng, the expression na nasa loob ng radical sign. And that is 2x plus 1. Then, ano yung exponent nito? So, since yung radicand natin is square root, so therefore, ang exponent nito is 1 over 2. Then, since from denominator, inangat natin sa numerator, yung exponent natin ngayon will be negative. Then, next is dx. Then, don't forget the lower and upper limit, which is 0 and 4 respectively. Alright, next, let's apply yung first step ng u sub, which is let. So, let u be equals to the function that is raised to let u be the function, the expression that is raised by an exponent. So, that in this case, we have 2x plus 1. Now, let's find the derivative. So, the derivative of u is du. Then, the derivative of 2x plus 1 is 2, just 2, dx. Alright, next, let's do substitution. Okay, now, let's do substitution. Alright, so let's do substitution. So, 2x plus 1, sinet natin siya as u. Diba? U lang siya. So, 2x plus 1, that is equals to u. Raised to negative 1/2. Then next natin, we have dx. Eh, saan ba equals to dx? Ang meron tayo dito is 2 dx. So, in order to make this just dx, divide both sides by 2. Then, ang matitira na lang ngayon is du over 2 equals dx. And dx is equals to du over 2. So, palitan natin siya ng du over 2. Next, ilabas natin ngayon yung constant, which is 1 over 2. Then, ang matiiwan sa loob is u raised to negative 1 over 2 du. Alright, next is power rule. So, rewrite the constant. Then, copy u plus 1 sa exponent. So, paano tayo nagpa-plus 1? So, rewrite the denominator. Then, pag-add natin yung dalawa. So, negative 1 plus 2, that is positive 1. So, 1 na lang ngayon yung exponent natin. Times reciprocal nito, which is 2 over 1. So, as you can see, may mas kakancel tayo dito. So, cancel to, tsaka cancel to. Diagonally. And cancel na yan. So, wala nang maiiwan. So, ang constant na lang natin basically is, ang maiiwan na lang natin is u raised to 1/2. Alright? So, after nito, bring back na natin to ngayon. So, paano natin ito i-bring back? So, as you can see, we let u be equals to 2x plus 1. So, ibalik natin siya ngayon sa x dimension. Yun yung sinasabi ko nga. So, cu will be equals to 2x plus 1, then raised to 1/2. Then, lagay natin yung upper tsaka lower limit, which is 0 and 4. Okay. So, tapos na tayo sa integration part. Now, let's apply the fundamental theorem of calculus. So, isub lang natin lahat. So, f of b. So, lahat ng x, palitan natin ng, yan. So, lahat ng x ay palitan natin ng 4. So, 2, 4, plus 1, closing bracket, that is raised to 1/2, minus, ayan, so, 2, 0, plus 1, raised to 1/2. Okay, now, let's simplify this. Okay, so let's simplify this. So 2, ayan, so 2 times 4, that is 8. 8 plus 1, so that is 9. So itong nasa unang bracket natin is just equals to 9 raised to 1 half. Minus, ito, 2 times 0, that is 0. 0 plus 1, that is just 1 raised to 1 half. Okay, now, ito, solve natin tong part na to. So, di ba si 9, 9 raised to 1 half, ang katumbas nito, note lang to ayan. So, ang katumbas nito is 9 square root of 9. Ano ba square root of 9? That is 3. So, 3 lang to. So, 3 minus 1 raised to 1 half, that is 1. So, di ba, 1 raised to any number is just equals to 1. So, 3 minus 1, that is equals to 2. And therefore, ayan, ito yung sagot. So, therefore, the integral of 1 over square root of 2x plus 1 dx from 0 to 4 is just equals to 2. Alright, so next, number 8. On to the last 3 questions. So, number 8 na tayo. So, by the way, at the end of this video, I will share some shortcuts when doing definite integrals that deals with U substitution. Kasi may shortcut pa dito. Hindi siya shortcut, by the way. Ito talaga yung actual method. So, mamaya, didiscuss ko on some examples. Then, for the remaining, kayo na ang umatake. Sige, number 8. So, for number 8, we have x over square root of 1 plus 2x squared dx from 0 to 1. Sorry, for 0 to 2. Okay, so first of all, let's convert this into exponential form. So as you can see, yung radical natin is nasa denominator. So kapag ito inangat natin, ayan, kailangan natin siyang iangat eh. So kapag inangat natin yan, we know na kapag nag-exponential form siya, yung exponent niya will be negative. So solve natin yan. So how this works? So ganito. So copy the radicand first. So the radicand is 1 plus 2x squared. Then, ano yung magiging exponent nito? So, ang exponent nito will be 1 half. Ayan. Pero since inangat natin, magiging negative 1 half. Ayan. So, inangat natin siya dito. Ayan. Next, ito, si x dx. Kasi yun kasunod niya ngayon sa taas. So, x dx. Ayan. So, then don't forget the lower and upper limit. Alright, so next, let's let na tayo, first step. So, let u be equals to 1 plus 2x squared. So, don't forget, bakit 1 plus 2x squared yung pinilit natin na u? Kasi siya yung expression na naka-raise sa exponent. Okay, next, derivative na natin to. So, du is equal, derivative ni u is du, then derivative nito is 4x dx. Alright, so next, substitution tayo ngayon. So, substitution tayo. So, 1, etong 1 plus 2x squared, this is just equals to u. So, palitan natin siya ngayon ng u. So, magiging equals lang siya sa u. Raised to negative 1 half. Then, x dx, ito siya. So, pero meron tayo 4 dx. 4x dx. So, alisin natin si 4 by dividing both sides by 4. So, cancelled na to. So, may iwan na lang is du over 4 equals x dx. So now let's solve this. So x dx is just equals to du over 4. Okay, next, ilabas natin yung constant dito, which is 1 over 4. Then integral of u raised to negative 1 half, then du. Okay, next, let's apply power rule. So 1 over 4. Okay, so copy si u. Ayan. Then plus 1 sa exponent. So, rewrite the denominator first. Then, pag-add natin yung dalawa. So, negative 1 plus 2, that is equals to 1. Times 2 over 1. So, as you can see, diagonally, may makakancel. So, ano ba common factor ni 4 tsaka ni 2? Diba 2? So, divide natin both sides by 2. Both term by 2. So, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. And 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So now, let's solve this. So, simplify natin. So, basically, ang magiging coefficient na lang natin dito, coefficient natin dito is 1 times 1. 1 all over 2 times 1, that is 2. Then, may iwan na lang is u raised to 1 half. The next, let's bring it back to x terms. So as you can see, we let u be equals to 1 plus x squared. So substitute natin. So 1 half, yung u natin will be equals to 1 plus 2x squared. Then, naka-raise siya sa 1 half. Alright. Okay, next. Apply tayo ng apply na tayo ngayon ng fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, so 1 half, tapos bracket, palitan natin lahat ng x. Wait, by the way. Balikan ko to. Nakalimutan kong ilagay yung lower tsaka upper limit. So, which is 0 tsaka 2. Ayan. Okay, so actually ngayon ganito sinasolve. Okay, so na-double check ko naman na to kung ano yung mga tamang sagot dito. So, ang nangyayari dito is, alam ko na yung sagot, actually. May listahan ako ng mga sagot sa mga items. Yung solution na lang yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Okay, so, ayan. So, let's apply fundamental theorem of calculus. So, substitute natin muna yung upper limit, which is 1 plus 2. Yung x natin magiging 2 squared raised to 1 half. Then minus 1 half ulit. Open bracket. So, lahat ng x palitan natin ngayon ng 0. Then 1 half ulit. Okay, now let's simplify this one. So, 1 half. Okay. So, 2, ito, solve natin 1 by 1. So, 2 squared, that is 4. So, 4 times 2, that is 8. And 8 plus 1, that is 9. So, this is just equals to 9 raised to 1 half. Minus 1 half. So, solve natin to. So, 0 squared, that is just 0. So, 0 times 2, still 0. So, 0 plus 1, that is 1. So, 1 lang to, raised to 1 half. Alright, now, let's simplify this one. So, simplify natin. Okay? Okay, so, itong 9, no, ito, parang kanina lang to kanina. Parang deja vu to. So, 9, so, 9 raised to 1 over 2. Ang katumbas nito sa radical form is square root of 9. Eh, ano ba square root of 9? So, that is just 3. So, basically, simplify natin. So, basically, this is just equals to 1 half. Yung 9 raised to 1 half is just equals to 3. Minus 1 half times 1 raised to 1 half is just itself. Diba? Kasi ito, 1 raised to 1 half is 1. Then 1 times 1 half is just 1 half. Okay, now let's simplify this. Okay, now let's simplify this. So 3, 1 times 3, that is 3 all over 2 minus 1 half. Now, as you can see, we have fractions that shares the same denominator. So, madali na to. So, copy natin the denominator. So, 3 minus 1, that is 2. And 1 divided by 2, that is 1. So, basically, this integral, this definite integral, the integral of x over square root of 1 plus 2x squared dx from 0 to 1 is just equals to 1. Alright. Okay, next, number 9. Nice. Okay, so number 9, let's have number 9. Okay, so let's have number 9. Okay, so number 9. Actually, sa dulo magbibigay ako ng shortcut. After number 10, I will give you shortcut on number 9. Okay. So, what is the integral of x cubed plus 6x squared minus 12x plus 9 raised to negative 1 half times x squared plus 4x minus 4 dx from 0 to 1? Ano kaya ang sagot dito? Okay? So, let's solve this one. So, by u substitution, ang ilelet natin dito ngayon is u. Yung expression na naka-raise sa isang exponent. So, what is that? So, let u be equals to ito. Ano ba yung naka-raise sa exponent? Diba? Ito yung exponent natin. Ito yung naka-raise. So, yun yung u natin ngayon. So, x cubed plus 6x squared minus 12x plus 9. Then now, let's solve this. So, ano derivative ni u? That is du equals, so, derivative natin. So, derivative ni 3 cube is 3x squared plus derivative ni 6x squared is ito, multiply nyo na, recta na. So, 6 times 2, 12x tapos minus 1 sa exponent. So, 1 na lang yun. Minus 12x. So, ano derivative nito? So, 12 lang. Then, open close parenthesis, dx. Okay, now, let's simplify this. No, substitution na tayo. Substitution. Okay. So, itong term na to, ito yung let u natin, di ba? So, ito yung let u. So, basically, itong mahaba na to, katumbas niya lang ay u. Okay, so, equals lang siya sa u. Ayan. Then, siya sa naka-raise. Sa 1, negative 1 over 2. Then, next ito, as you can see, ito pinaiiwan natin. Ang meron tayo, ito. So, ano kailangan natin gawin dito? So, observe na yung itong trinomial na nasa loob nung itong trinomial na to, may common factor sila na 3. So, ilabas natin yun. I-factor out natin ngayon si 3. So, du, ilabas natin ngayon si 3. So, 3x squared divide by 3. So, nilabas mo si 3, x squared na lang yan. Plus, 12x divide by 3. So, 12 divide by 3, 4x na lang. Then, minus 12 divide by 3, that is 4. Then, dx. So, somehow, tinan nyo, lumabas na to. Ayun, lumabas na siya. So, ang naiiwan na lang gawin ngayon is, i-divide natin both sides by 3. So, divide natin both sides by 3. So, therefore, on the left side, du over 3 is equals to, cancelled natin to. So, may iwan na lang is x squared plus 4x minus 4 dx. Ayan na, napalabas na natin. So, ibig sabihin, itong mahaba na to, ang katumbas niya lang is du over 3. Okay, so now, solve natin. So, substitute na natin ngayon. So, itong mahaba na to, ito, ang katumbas niya lang is du over 3. So, substitute natin siya ng du over 3. So, du over 3. Alright, next, ilabas na natin yung constant na 1/3. So, u raised to negative 1/2 du. The next, apply tayo ng, ano apply natin dito? So, apply na tayo ngayon ng product rule. So, 1 over 3, tapos u, then plus 1 tayo sa exponent. So, rewrite the denominator. Then, pag plus 1 na, pag add natin yung dalawa. So, negative 1 plus 2, that is positive 1. Times. So, reciprocal ng 1 over 2, which is 2 over 1. Then, let's simplify this one. So, 2 over 3. Then, yung u natin raised to 1/2. The next, bring back. So, 2 over 3. 2 over 3. Then, yung u natin is just equals to 3 cube plus 6x squared minus 12x plus 9 raised to 1/2 from 0 to 1. Alright. Ayan na. Okay, sige. Solve na natin. So, ano tayo dito? Tawag dito? Tawag dito sa step na to? Fundamental theorem of calculus. So, apply na tayo ng fundamental theorem of calculus. So, 2 over 3. So, lahat ng x palitan natin ng 1. So, 1 cube plus 6, 1 squared minus 12, 1 plus 9 raised to 1/2 minus yung pangalawa naman, pero palitan natin lahat ng 0. So, 0 cube plus 6, 0 squared minus 12, 0 plus 9 raised to 1/2. Now, simplify natin ngayon. So, this is equals to 2 over 3. So, 1 cube, that is 1, plus 1 squared, that is 1. 1 times 6, that is 6. Minus 12 times 1, that is negative 12. Plus 9. Minus, so, 2 over 3. Sorry, may 1/2 dito. Okay, so ito, 0 lang to. 0 na rin to. 0 na rin to. So, basically, 9 na lang may iwan dyan. So, which is 9, then raised to 1/2. Okay, now, simplify muna natin yung first term. So, simplify natin. So, 2 over 3. So, 1 plus 6, that is 7. So, 7 minus 5. Sorry. 7. Dito. So, ito. 1 plus 6. That is 7. So, 7 minus 2. So, that is negative 5. Tama ba? Negative 5. Alright? Then, negative 5 plus 9. Ito, negative 5 plus 9, that is 4. Alright, so 4 lang to. So basically, itong part na to, this is just equals to 4. 4 raised to 1 half minus 2 thirds raised, 2 thirds times 9 raised to 1 half. So, ulitin natin. So, si 4 na raised to 1 half, ang katumbas nito is square root of 4, which is just equals to 2. On the other hand, 9 raised to 1 half, this is just equals to square root of 9, which is just equals to 3. So, substitute natin ngayon. So, 2 thirds, si 2 raised to 1 half, this is just equals to 2, minus 2 over 3, then 3 raised to 1 half, this is just equals to 3. So, canceled out na natin to. Ayan. So, sa left side, ang may iwan na lang, sa unang term, so 2 times 2, that is 4 minus over 3 minus, so may iwan na lang dito is 2. Okay. Next, let's solve this fraction. So let's simplify this. So ito yung technique natin. So gawa na kayo ng fraction line na to, tapos copy the denominator, 3. So negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 times 3, so that is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 4, so positive, negative 2. So this is negative 2. Ayan. So therefore, ayan, itong integral natin na to, at this integral is just equals, this is just equals to negative 2 thirds. Ayan. So mamaya magbibigay ng shortcut sa number 9. For na number 9. Actually, itong shortcut na bibigay ko mamaya is para na rin sa lahat ng definite integral na gumagamit ng U substitution. Okay, next, number 10. Ito. Number 10. For number 10, we have this one. So, what is the integral of 5x over 4 plus x cubed, x squared from 0 to 1 dx? So, u sub din to. So, una natin ilalet dito. Let u. Okay, so let u be equals to 4. Ito, yung, ano ba yung pwede nating i-let u dito? Syempre, ito lang naman, di ba? Ito lang naman pwede nating i-let dyan, yung expression na to. So, 4 plus x squared. So, now, derivative natin. So, derivative of u is du. The derivative of 4x squared is 2x dx. Alright. Okay, next. So, as you can see, pwede tayo mag-substitution dito ngayon. Substitution na tayo. So, substitution tayo. So, tingnan nyo to. Ang meron tayo dito, meron tayong 5, di ba? And wala siya sa lumabas dito. So, mas maganda wala siya sa lumabas dito sa step number 1 natin. Walang 5 dyan. So, I suggest ganito, ilabas nyo na yung mismo yung 5. Di ba? So, ilabas na lang natin yung 5. Yan, ilabas na lang natin yung 5 na yan. You know what? Mamaya natin gawin. So, tingnan nyo to. So, we have, ang meron tayo dito is x dx. Pero ang meron tayo dito is 2 dx. So, palitan natin yun ngayon. So, paano natin mapapalabas si x dx? So, divide natin both sides by 2. So, matitira is du over 2 equals, cancel na to, x dx. So, gagawin ko muna ngayon, kakopy ko lang muna si 5. So, copyin ko lang yan si 5. When substitution, during substitution, i-copyin ko lang si 5. So, copy ko lang si 5. Then, yung x dx na to, itong x dx na to, this is just equals to du over 2. So, palitan ko na siya dito. So, du over 2 lang siya. So, du, so times du over 2. All over. Ito na nga yung papalitan ko ngayon. Yung 4 plus x cubed. And that is equals to u. Diba? That is equals to u. Okay, next. Kung mapapansin nyo, pwede natin ilabas to ngayon. Yung constant. Ito. Pwede natin ilabas si 5 over 2. So, ba't natin si 5 over 2 ilalabas? Ganito kasi. So, 5 times du, that is equals to 5 du over denominator 2 over u. Now, ilabas natin ngayon yung constant na to. Ayan. So, 5 over 2. So, labas natin yung constant na yan. Constant multiple rule. So, 5 over 2. Then, du sa numerator, sa denominator, u na lang. And question, ito, dapat familiar na kayo dito. What is the integral of du over u? So, ang isa pa nitong form is, ito para mas familiar sa inyo, 5 over 2 integral of 1 over u du. Diba? So, this is just equals to 5 over 2. What is the integral of u du? Du over u. That is equals to ln absolute value of u. And next, pwede natin palitan ngayon si u. So, bring back na tayo. So, bring back. So, 5 over 2 ln. Yung u natin, papalitan natin nung nilet natin nung umpisa, which is 4 plus x squared. Yan. Then, upper lower limit, which is 0. Tapos, 1. Okay, next, let's simplify this. Ayan, simplify na natin to. Okay, so let's simplify this one. Okay, so 5 over 2. Then lahat nung x palitan natin ng 1. So absolute value of 4 plus mas maganda pala kapag ganito ko siya. 1 squared absolute value niyan minus 5 over 2 ln 4 plus palitan natin yung x ng 0 squared. Alright. Next, let's simplify this. Pwede pa itong i-simplify. So, 5 over 2 ln. So, 1 squared, that is 1. So, 1 plus 4, that is 5. Minus 5 over 2 ln. Then, 4, 0 times 0 squared is 0. So, 0 plus 4, that is 4. And, simplify pa natin. Okay, so simplify natin to. So, we can write this as, ayan. Di ba, puro positive naman to. So, alisin na natin yung mga absolute value niyan. So, 5 over 2 ln 5 minus 5 over 2 ln 4. Okay, so that's it. So, ito, pwede na itong sagot. Pwede ito na yung sagot nyo. Ayan. Okay, so basically, the final answer here is 5 over 2 ln 5 minus 5 over 2 ln 4. So actually ito, pwede nyo pa itong i-simplify. Ito, if you have backgrounds on the properties of logarithms, pwede nyo pa itong i-simplify. Pwede pa itong i-simplify. So, for example, sige, simplify natin na pinaka-simplified to. So, 5 over 2 you know what, sige, simplify na natin. So, 5 over, sorry, dito natin siya i-simplify. Pwede pa natin siya ilagay sa ganitong form. So, kunyari ito, 5 over 2 ln 5 minus 5 over 2 ln 4. So, itong coefficient kasi na to, pwede siyang ilagay sa coefficient ng argument natin. Pwede siyang gawing exponent pala nung argument natin. So, magiging ln 5 raised to 5 over 2 minus ln 4 raised to 5 over 2. And this is just equals to, ayan. So, ito, pwede, since minus to, according sa limits sa logarithm, so ln a minus ln b is equals to ln a over b. So, ito, pwede natin ito ilagay ng ln 5 o ganyan over 4, 5 over 2. Ayan. So, ganyan. Then, pwede pa natin itong ilabas ngayon yung exponent. So, ln 5 over 2, 5 over 4. Tapos, naka-raise to pareha sa 5 over 2. Ayan. Pero ito, ano to? Dead kill na to. Parang overkill na to. So, ito, pero ito, pwede na to. Pwede na itong sagot sa akin. Alright, so that's it. So those are the 10 questions for the definite integral. So katulad ng pangako ko, magbibigay ako ng mga shortcuts. So ito, let's look at how we solve uh, number 5. Okay. So analyze natin yung ginagawa natin. So sa number 5, as you can see, ang ginagawa natin is nag-a-apply pa tayo ng ito dito sa part na to. So nag-a-apply pa tayo ng mga rules, 'di ba? So pwedeng ganito na lang gawin niyo diyan. So pwede niyo siyang di-apply. So I guess some of you notice this shortcut. So pwedeng ganito lang gawin niyo. So ito yung shortcut natin. Ayan. So time check, nakaka 1 hour and 10 minutes na ako dito. Tagal ko ng puro yapping dito. So shortcuts. Ayan. Okay, so number 5, ito yung pwedeng shortcut dyan. So number 5, the integral of 0, 1, 3x squared plus x minus 5 dx. Pwedeng hindi na kayo pwedeng hindi na kayo dito mag mag sum and difference, kasi lalabas pa yung constant multiple, or pwedeng rekta na. So ganito gawin nyo. Integrate nyo term by term. So ano ba integral ni 3x squared? 'Di ba? So 3x squared plus 1 sa exponent 3 over 3. 'Di ba? Plus ano ba integral ni x? So x plus 1 sa exponent 2 over 2. Minus ano ba integral ni negative ni 5? Eh, 'di ba 5x? Then lagay niyo na yung upper tsaka lower limit. Then simplify niyo na. So 'di ba? Pwedeng rekta na kayo dito. So di ko natutuloy ito kasi na-solve ko naman na to. Okay? So ito yung shortcut. So pwedeng rekta na kayo sa recta integrals na kayo. Pero kung nalilito pa kayo, huwag niyo i-skip yung mga steps. So kapag naboboringan na kayo dun sa mga steps, dun sa mga sum and difference, constant multiple rule, yun, skip niyo na. Kung nahuli niyo na yung shortcut. Ito, another shortcut natin for number 9. So as you can see sa number 9, itong shortcut na to, pwede niyo itong gamitin sa lahat ng definite integral na gumagamit ng substitution method. Okay. So, di ba, ang ginagawa kasi natin dito, after natin ma-solve yung ma-solve natin, nasan siya? So, after natin, ito. So, di ba, nag-let tayo dito, nag-let tayo dito, then nag-integrate, then after nun, nag-bring back, pwede na tayo hindi mag-bring back dito. So, pakita ko sa inyo yung technique. Gumagana, itong method na to, actually, gumagana to kahit sa tawag dito, kahit sa ang definite integral na gumamit ka ng u-sub. So ulitin ko, gagana tong technique na to kapag nag-u-sub kayo sa definite integral. So ulitin natin. So number 9, x cubed plus 6x squared minus 12x plus 9 raised to negative 1/2 times x squared plus 4x minus 4 dx from 0 to 1. Okay. So, paano tayo nag-u-sub dito? So, di ba, ang ginawa natin dito, let natin u be equals to x cubed plus 6x squared minus 12x plus 9. Then, derivative natin. So, derivative nito is 3x squared plus 12x minus 12 dx. Okay, then magsa-substitute tayo. Okay, so itong part na to, this part is just equals to u. Diba? Equals lang sa u. And yung u natin is raised to negative 1/2. Tapos ito, so ginawa natin kanina is finactor out natin dito yung 3. So kapag finactor out natin si 3, ang maiiwan na lang sa loob nung quantity natin is x squared plus 4x minus 4 dx. Then we divide both sides by 3. Ayan. So canceled. So therefore, du over 3 is just equals to quantity x squared plus 4x minus 4 dx. Ito, equals lang siya dito. So pwede natin siyang palitan ngayon ng du over 3. Then ano yung instruction ko sa inyo? Wag nyo nang ilagay yung lower tsaka upper limit. Kasi bakit? Itong lower tsaka upper limit natin na to, ito yung lower and upper limit natin kapag nasa x terms. Eh dito kasi nasa u terms tayo ngayon. So paano to ngayon mapupunta sa u terms? So paano ngayon magkakaroon ng sariling upper tsaka lower limit yung u natin? So ganito. So pwede nyo ring i-convert, sorry. So nasa ba siya? Kaya nawala na. So pwede nyo ring i-convert ito. So pwede nyo ring i-convert yung upper tsaka lower limit natin in terms of u. Kumbaga magkakaroon siya ng sariling number dito. So paano 'yun? So ito. Okay, so yung upper limit natin is 1. So kumbaga, if x equals 1, ipalit natin dito 'yun. Okay, so lahat ng x dito sa let u natin, palitan natin lahat ng x ng 1. Dito, palitan natin lahat ng x ng 1. So u is equals to 1 cubed plus 6, 1 squared minus 12 times 1 plus 9. Then let's solve. So 1 plus 6 minus 12 plus 9. This is just equals to 7, 4. Yan. So if x is equals 1, u is equals to 4. So therefore, ang upper limit natin dito is 4. Yun. Di ba? So di mo, sige. The next, ano yung lower limit natin? 0. So gawin natin, if x equals 0, so u, lahat ng x palitan natin ng 0. So u cubed plus 6 times 0 squared minus 12 times 0 plus 9. So ito, 0 na to, 0 na to, 0 na to. So u is equals to 9 na lang. U is equals to 9. So therefore, if x is equals to 0, u is equals to 9. Ay di ba 0 to? So therefore, yung lower boundaries natin is equals to 9. Ayan. So ayan, meron na tayong bagong upper tsaka lower limit na in terms of u. Ayan. So mas madali na to ngayon. So hindi mo na kailangan mag-bring back dito. So pakita ko niyo ba't hindi na kailangan mag-bring back. Actually, hindi to shortcut eh. Ito talaga yung method. Kapag u sub ng ano. Ito talaga yung method kapag u sub. Tapos definite integral. So solve natin to. Anong integral nito? So copy the variable. Labas muna natin yung constant which is 1 over 3. Then upper limit, lower limit, u raised to negative 1/2 du. Then solve natin yung integral. So 1 over 3 u raised to plus 1 sa exponent. So rewrite the denominator plus 1 sa exponent. Okay, so plus 1 sa exponent. So negative 1 plus 1, that is positive 1. Then the reciprocal nun is 2 over 1. Then simplify natin. So 2 over 3 u raised to 1/2. Tapos ito ngayon, ng upper tsaka lower limit ito, 4 tsaka 9. Okay, so substitute natin. So 2 over 3, yung u palitan natin ng 4 raised to 1/2 minus 2 over 3, yung u palitan natin ng 9 raised to 1/2. So, saan to equal? 2 over 3. 2 raised to 1/2. Ito yung sinulog natin di kanina. 2 lang yan. Minus 2 over 3. 3 raised to 1/2. That is 3. Okay? So, solve natin to. So, 2 times 2, that is 4 over 3. Minus 2 times 3, that is 6 over 3. Then, let's solve this. So, 2, magkamukha ng denominator. So, copy the denominator. 4 minus 6, that is negative 2. Diba? So, yun lang din yung sagot. Mas matulin, di ba? So, mas matulin. So, ito yung sagot, ito yung shortcut natin sa 9. Ito yung sagot natin sa 9. Yan, di ba? 2 over 3 lang din yung sagot. So, that is another shortcut. Again, this shortcut, itong ginawa kong shortcut na to, this is only applicable for, tawag dito, this is only applicable for definite integral na gumamit ng u substitution. Okay, so that's it. So, that's it. So, I guess that's enough. So, it's already ang duration ng video na to is almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. So, that's it. So, thank you for listening. And kung may question, don't hesitate to send me a private message. And that's it. So, thank you for listening.